Hello everybody and welcome to another iHorse Racing 2 video. Before we start off the video, I hope you all had a great Christmas and a New Year's that's on its way. Today we've been asking for it for months now. It's finally in the game. We asked, they delivered. It's breeding. They into the game now, and it's a very exciting time in iHorse Racing. And it is really a great update. I just love it. So firstly of all, before we also start off the video, another thing, I'm going to make two videos based on breeding. The first video that I'm doing today, this is video number 1. This will be a basic breeding tutorial on how to breed. It's just basically going to be nice and simple. And then video 2, that's for all the advanced stuff, like how to get 7-star horses. Is it possible? And by the way, it is possible. It's just very rare. But that part 2, or the video number 2, it's going to be way more advanced stuff. Video 1 is just going to show you how to do things. But otherwise, let's get into the video. So the first thing questions really ask is when you go into your ranch, of course, and where's the breeding farm? The breeding farm is just going to show you guys there with my fingers at the moment. And if you click on it, it takes you to the breeding farm where you, of course, will be having your mares and your stallions. Once again, stallions with blue stars cannot be raced. They are breeding horses, basically, and they go immediately straight into the breeding farm. Then, of course, to move so that's very easy. So let's just say this is a Cross Wonder here. I can't go and race with it. The first thing I can do is I can just tap there. It's going to say send stallion to the breeding farm, and I'm going to say yes. And of course, it's going to go and lay down there, and it's easy as that. So now another question asked really is, how do I get my mares into the breeding farm? They must first be raced, and what I have done from last time out is you get a pink bar, only with mares, obviously. Breeding mares, not all mares, only breeding mares. And for instance, Christmas time, look at there's the pink bar, the breed bar. How do you earn it? It's basically through every race. So every time you race, it's going to increase a bit. If it wins, it's going to increase a bit more. Very nice and simple, easy. The next thing is, as you can see, it's a nice good form line. Hopefully that form line can carry on to the breeding. But for this video, I'm going to make it nice and short. I don't want the videos to be too long. I'm going to go with Scottsville horse. I will be sending to the breeding farm. It also really doesn't have good form. But as a 6-star horse, almost a 6-star horse, I fused him as well. And so I'll be sending this. As you can see now, after the pink bar is full, it doesn't have to be full. But you can send it to the breeding farm, as you can see there, but I suggest you race it until it's full. So select Scottsville for breeding, and I said yes. So immediately it's not there anymore. So we're going to go again to, I don't know why I keep on pressing erasers, do apologize. We're going to click on the breeding farm again, and there we go. Scottsville is right there. So I'm just going to get this lined up, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Okay, guys. Also, when I read this to you, you can fuse recovery horses to the mare to fill up the breeding bar. When inside the breeding farm, any normal race horse that's with yellow stars, like Jet Lover, can become a recovery horse after winning a G1 or special race. And then, of course, that special races of any series. Regular race horses with yellow stars, these can act as a recovery horse for stallions and mares. Before you can do that, they must have at least one G1 win, of course, to enable a recovery function. Alright, win any race of the series to add 50% of the recovery rate. Win any international to add 40% to the recovery rate. Win a G1 race to add 20% of the recovery rate. Yes, so that's it. So let's get to the breeding part now. This is quite easy. You're gonna do is you're just gonna click on the breeding tab. There's only button. This is the only button there. It's gonna say select a stallion. So why I'm picking Fantastic Light is because Scottsville is also very good. It's a 1,600 meter. It's a turf. They both line up pretty good. And then Scottsville, I'm gonna select, of course. And there we go. So of course, in video 2, I will be talking more about the red blood drop. I'll be talking a lot about that in the second one as well, and a lot about the type and the pedigree. But for now, this is simple. Like I said, it's video one. We're gonna breed it. We're gonna give it a name, and so I'd just like to go through the names here. Let's make it light. Light the house, nice and easy. You're gonna select it. I'm gonna click it. It says, all right, a new horse has been, a new horse is born and raised. It is sent to the stable for training immediately. It doesn't go lay at your ranch. It goes straight to the thing. And now you can see how good was the breed. As you can see, it was very poor. It was a 4-star horse, and it was not really the best choice to make. But like I said, this is just gonna be a video number one. If you want to stay tuned for the video number two, please stay tuned to the Facebook page on iHorse Racing. Video 2 will be shortly out, how to get better breedings and not just to breed. This was a short intro of video number 1, explaining the basics. Stay tuned for video number 2. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for all your support, and see you at the track. Cheers. Bye-bye.